This is Dispatches from Myrtle Beach with Charles Neal and my son Link from Good Mythical Morning. How you doing, son?
Woo-hoo! Doing good. Always glad to get in another chat sesh with Pops. That's what we were going to call this. Remember when you wanted to call this show Chat Sesh with Pops?
No, I don't remember that. But
No, that was your idea.
It was?
Yeah.
Well, I have a lot of ideas that don't fly sometime, I reckon.
Yep.
So, hey, I'm glad my idea didn't fly. I like Dispatches from Myrtle Beach.
But I remember you also wanted to call this show Skin Diving with Dad, which I was like, I don't know what that means exactly. That sounds, I don't know, Dad. That's not a good idea. Remember when you were really pushing for that?
Well, that Link.
I know it was.
That's been almost that's over 4 years ago.
Yeah, well, I remember it vividly.
Well,
it was your idea. I remember you saying.
No, it won't. No,
I remember. I remember you saying
something you dreamed up that you thought I said.
Link, I have an idea for the name of the show, and it's going to be Skin Diving with Dad. And you were so excited about it. I had to pull you back from the ledge. Don't dive off that ledge, Dad.
No. Well, I'm glad we remember all that stuff because we may have to go back and do some reruns where I can remember what I said.
Yeah.
So I know.
Trust me, you definitely had those ideas.
Yeah. You sure this ain't AI?
Oh, there we go. See, he's getting suspicious. That's good. We need to get your guard up a little bit like that. There we go. How many fingers am I holding up?
7.
What you got for the beast today? They listen every week and they just don't know what you're going to do.
Getting warm enough to go sit on the beach here.
Okay.
And sit out in the sun and just, have the best, living the life at the beach. So
that belch life, living that belch life.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. And yeah. So it's been good.
All right.
We've been trudging right along, trying to get better. And we'll see about it, later on, see what's going on. But everything's going good with me.
All
Everything,
right.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
All right, give us what you got.
I got a holler out to Lord Frederick. It says, "Good day. I asked my boss this morning if he watched Dispatches from Myrtle Beach for the painting hacks. He said his cousin lives at Myrtle Beach. I told him to tell her, the cousin, to look for a golf cart that says Belch Life and say hi. My boss and I are painters. This week we are painting a 13-foot ceiling, and I told him about the episode with the picture of you painting the ceiling with a ladder on scaffolding.
Yeah. He
said he's done that before. Party on.
Party on, he said. Oh, he's done that before. I've done that before. Party on.
Yeah. Your most humble and obedient servant, Lord Frederick William Francis Rivard de Levine.
Wow.
Man.
Wouldn't you love to have a guy like that working for you? I mean,
that's a heck of a, if he moves to Myrtle Beach or North Myrtle Beach down here, I might could give him a job. See if he'd get up on the scaffolding like his boss man did and stand on top of the ladder to make sure you could reach the ceiling.
I like the sound of that.
But
he could be like your squire.
Yeah, Lord Frederick. Yes, I appreciate that, knowing that us painters can ever what it takes to get the job done, whether it's on a scaffolding or on a ladder, that y'all have done it and I have too. And I appreciate you holler out and trying to get you a boss to start watching the show.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
Now, I do not agree with the party on, all right? As I said before, I'll say it again. I don't want you getting up on ladders on scaffold. I mean, you can't do something like that unless you know what you're going to do if things start to tilt and plummet. Well, I mean, how do you properly fall from a ladder without any injury?
You don't fall. That's the main thing.
But it happens.
I ain't never fell off a ladder on top of a scaffolding. I'm extra careful when I get up like that.
But you got to have you need to have some sort of safety plan.
Well, I had somebody there with me in case I fell off the ladder that could call 911.
All right, well, that's a start. That's a start. I'd hope they'd try to catch you, break your fall, get underneath you.
That was Pat Hayes, my friend that we played golf and stuff together, and I don't think Pat could catch me from falling down 13 foot in there. He'd probably get hurt worse than I would.
Well, that's the point.
Oh.
Okay.
So you just say, you kind of, I mean, a scaffolding, you lock the wheels down, it can't roll nowhere, and then you get up there on top of it, and then you put the ladder up there and just climb up the ladder and paint what you got, have it all ready, and then go right down on the ladder just like it was sitting on the floors. So it's ain't nothing to it.
Party off, Dad. Not party on.
Yeah.
All right.
I understand what they're saying. Party on. Keep right on painting. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like talking to a brick wall.
Yeah.
That's being painted, apparently.
That would be correct. Yes. It's time for another edition of Myrtle Beach Mailbag. Well, Link, we got an email from Tiana.
Probably.
Would you try these niche hobbies? I've attached some pictures, videos to show you each one of them.
Now, what's a niche hobby in general? What do they mean by that?
And I don't have no idea. What's a niche? What does a niche mean? What does niche mean?
I think it's the origin is French. I'm guessing that they would pronounce it niche. You ever heard of a niche?
No.
Niche. Find your niche.
I've heard of a niche. Find your niche. I've heard of that. That's something that you like to do,
okay,
in your spare time, I guess.
There's another part of it. It's oddly it's like specific. It's like a small little area of expertise or interest or ability. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very specific. When you get into like a little niche, like if there was a niche in a board, it would be like a little divot or something in it, right? So these little niche hobbies are like ultra specific.
Kind of like crocheting or making a quilt or something.
Yeah. And what are the ones that Tiana sent in?
She sent one in that says silent disco.
You heard of this?
No, I know what disco is because I was young enough to grow up in it.
But how on earth could it be silent?
That's what I mean. How can...
All right. I'll give you a hint. It involves, like you're totally ready for it right now, given your setup.
Where it's quiet and you're...
Do we have a video or is this just... This is up to me. All right, we got a picture. Let's show it.
People with headphones on where they can't hear anything.
There it is. Well, they can hear everything in the headphones.
Yeah.
But if you're just walking around, you would just hear the rustling of people moving around.
Yeah.
You into this?
Why would you even do that? If you're going to get all them people together, just where you don't have to have them headphones. Just get rid of them, turn the music on, and dance to it like we used to in the 70s and the 80s.
Right.
Just don't mess
And
it
I'm told it's even done to this day. People just dancing with music playing in the room.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Even modern times.
Yeah, I mean, I still dance where I don't have to have a set of headphones on, and I can hear the music.
All right, let me try to answer your question though. Devil's advocate here.
Okay.
I've never done this, but I have walked past people doing this, and when I walked past them doing it, I was definitely confirmed that I did not want to do it because it was at a ski resort at night, and there was like an open part down there, and they had a DJ, and he was like, but you heard nothing, and then everybody had on these headphones, and they were dancing, but I didn't have to endure the blaring music as I walked past. Sound ordinance.
Okay.
What about that? What if there's a sound ordinance?
Okay. Well,
you getting interested?
We have some sound ordinances here, and they took care of some of them, but you still don't have to wear headphones. You can still hear the music.
So in North Myrtle Beach, what's the sound ordinance?
The sound ordinance was they was playing It's Allowed, and then it had some a lot of vulgarity to it and cussing and stuff going on with young kids walking up and down the street. So they kind of put a stop to that.
They put a stop to the cussing, or they put a stop to the music, the loud music?
No, they didn't put a stop to the music. They just put a stop to the word. They couldn't play the music that had all the obscenity in it.
Oh,
and everything.
Okay, that's reasonable. And is there also a time of night where you can't be playing music?
Well, I think Friday and Saturday night it's like 2:00 in the morning.
All right, I would expect no less from North Myrtle Beach.
And then it's according to right up the street, it's 12:00 at night.
Once you get like off the main thoroughfare.
Yeah, where there's a bunch of townhouses and condos and all kind of stuff around it. So they have to be through by 12:00.
All right. Party on, kind of, is what they're saying. Let me give you another scenario here, because if you go to a club where the music's blaring, you cannot have a conversation with anybody. And you also have no control over how loud the volume is that you're experiencing. So I'm kind of starting to warm up to this, because I assume I could control my own volume level so as to optimize my enjoyment while not impacting anybody else. And if I want to talk to somebody I'm with, they're not like yelling in my face, spit's flying all over in my nose and stuff. I pull the ear can off and just have a normal conversation. I think this may be the best thing ever.
Oh.
So that's where I'm at. It's still a communal event, but then everybody gets to tailor it to their liking.
That makes sense. Hey, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. That makes sense if you want to.
It's also inclusive. You got people who can't, for different reasons. They might have something wrong, something with their ears, or a sensitivity of sorts.
I don't think these headphones, it covers up everybody, but I don't think there's nothing wrong with these people's ears. But
well, I'm just saying it is inclusive. You never know what people are dealing with. Hey, everybody should dance and hang out.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Whether it's with headphones on.
All right. So did I convince you?
Yeah.
All right. Good.
All right.
Good.
If you want to. It's not going to happen in North Myrtle Beach, but it would be all right.
Dispatches from Myrtle Beach is pro silent disco.
Yeah.
And you know what? I changed my own mind.
Yeah, you did.
I was wrong. I judged it too harshly, too early. And my dad was a bad example. I would have I would have figured it out much earlier if my dad wasn't so stuck in his ways.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is.
All right.
Sometimes you keep telling me sometimes I'm a bad example. So
No, I don't tell you you're a bad example. I don't tell you you're a bad example.
you don't?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll get away from that. Let's go to the next one. It says
Maybe
dumpster diving.
Maybe occasionally I do. Yeah. Well, all right. You know about this?
Well, I know what dumpster diving is. I mean, I've seen people that go to these places where people throw their stuff away and everything, and people go dig it out and
yeah, and make
carry it home
make use
with
of other. One man's trash is what?
another man's treasure.
Boom. Well, let's observe some things about this bearded, collegiate-aged dude standing in a dumpster holding a cantaloupe and a packet of what? Baby wipes?
I think it's yogurt.
Yogurt.
Yes, yogurt. Silk. It's like yogurt. That's right, Logan. Yeah.
So what are you observing?
I think he's got some. Looks like some chicken or something in a bag right up on the top of it too.
Yeah, it does look like a piece of grilled chicken.
I think it's ice cream.
Ice cream?
Yeah, I think that's a carton of ice cream.
Oh yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how if that's been thrown away and didn't melt it, how you ought to be eating.
Would you eat that cantaloupe?
No.
Do you know anyone that you're related to who would eat that cantaloupe? I'm thinking about a specific story you told me.
Yeah, I know. Nana going and getting the cabbage out of the
trash can
and cooking it for her and
her friend.
Her friend.
Who threw it away?
I did.
I mean, she's a dumpster diver. She dives in her own dumpster, cooks it for her friend.
She was mad at me. Lord.
Yeah, she's got that spirit.
I don't know about this food stuff, but there's a lot of people that go dumpster diving that get things and refurbishing them and use them again, and not exactly a lot of food, but there's a lot of people where you don't have to send all this stuff to the trash dump.
Yeah, that's cool. See, look at you. You see, now you're the open-minded one.
Yeah.
I'm noticing one more thing that's puzzling me a little bit about this picture, though. What this guy's wearing.
Well, he's got a helmet on.
I mean, did he bike there, or is it that dangerous to dumpster dive? Why you need a helmet?
Maybe if there's other people in there dumpster diving with you, they don't throw something on you and hit you in the head.
Oh, or if two dumpster divers bend over for the same cantaloupe and they knock noggins.
Yep, yeah, I guess so. But
I mean, I guess the proprietor of the dumpster could come along and just close the lid at the same moment you stand back up, and then the lid's cracked you on the head. This is a dangerous little niche.
I really think he figured it out to start with. The guy rode his bicycle there to see if he could find something that he wanted and didn't take his helmet off.
Sleuthing it up.
Well, we got another one linked, and I don't even know if I know how to pronounce. Y'all got me pronouncing stuff again. LARPing.
That's it. LARPing. We've talked about this before. It's an acronym. Now, describe the picture you're seeing. See if you can remember the acronym.
It's different people from different kind of movies acting and doing a reenactment of what was going on in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, they're mostly medieval people, but then I do see someone dressed as like
Darth Vader,
a janky Kylo Ren back there. Yeah, you're onto it. So see if you can rederive what LARPing stands for, LARP.
The first, living living a real
Mm-hmm.
part.
Living a real part. I think that's pretty damn good. I'm out here LARPing. I'm living a real part. I mean, you're bringing it to live action role play.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the same thing. Live action role play, living a real part. I mean.
Oh, live action role. Okay.
You see what happens when we start recording? We start recording earlier in the morning now, y'all. He's sharper than a tack now. He is getting it.
Well, listen, living a real part or whatever, but let's get to this next one. Being a nudist.
I know you're all about this.
Yeah, I want to see about this one.
Oh, yeah. you want Logan to put up a picture?
No pictures for this
We're
one.
not putting. What do you?
Darn, Logan.
Sorry.
I mean, why not? I mean,
yeah, you could totally do this, Dad.
I walked all through a nudist colony in Jamaica, took my clothes off next door, laid them on the rock, and walked around. Just walked right on up through there. And I saw some things that, after a while, wanted me to go back and put my clothes back on, going back to where we were staying.
Yeah. It might not. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
No, it ain't. No, because all of them want pretty girls.
We understand.
Okay. All right.
We understand. All of them were. It's not. This isn't the Playboy Mansion.
No, that's right. Yeah, or whatever. No. Yeah.
These are people who DGAF. And when you DGAF, sometimes that has an impact on your physique.
Become a fat nudist.
Yeah. DGAF, become a fat nudist. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. We don't need to get in trouble.
Okay. The next one is taxidermy.
It is a niche. It is a niche.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody.
I've had, years ago, I had where I killed some deer, some pretty good sized ones, and had them stuffed and put on the wall. So that's
hold on.
pretty.
You had a taxidermized deer
back in the 70s. Yep.
Really? Whatever happened to him?
I moved and just didn't take him with me. I think I give him to Mike Newton because he had a bunch of deers and they were big ones.
Okay.
So the boy I hunted with, I couldn't take him with me where I was going. Didn't need to.
Yeah. They don't pack away nicely, do they?
No. You can't take them apart.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. I just learned something about you. I never knew that you had any deer hanging on the wall.
I got one from Morgan, and it says, Charles, have you ever heard of Erewhon? It's a trendy grocery store chain in California. Mm-hmm. I would love to see if you can guess the prices of some of these items there.
Okay. This is great. Have you heard of Erewhon?
No.
All right. Well, it is what he said. Strawberries. How much you think for just a normal little pack of strawberries? How much you willing to pay for these strawberries at Erewhon? Now, there might be some stars walking around in there, some famous people, so you got to factor that into the price.
$8.
$8. Now, does that sound expensive to you?
Yeah.
All right.
I buy them for Nancy here.
How much?
I don't know. Maybe probably $20.
All right. Well, boy, we got a deal. But you're going to be happy at Erewhon. $11.
Oh, okay.
$11.
So I won't too bad. Okay.
All right. Okay. Maybe you should. Maybe you're the one pricing everything at Erewhon. All right. What about chicken noodle soup? It's exactly what you think it is. Just chicken noodle soup in a jar. How much you going to pay for this? How much are you willing to pay for this?
$6.
$6. Higher.
$10.
Higher.
Oh God. Well, they had to use a nice jar, didn't they? So $15.
Higher.
Oh my God. I'm not paying it. I don't get $25.
No. $16.50 for one jar of chicken noodle soup. What you got to say about that?
I'd say I'd just go to the grocery store and get me a can of Progressive chicken noodle soup
Okay.
for $3.97.
So it's politically progressive.
Yeah, I mean, Progressive is the one that's like homemade soup.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
It's kind of in that jar. That's
All right.
the name of the company that makes it.
I'm sure it is. All right. What if you just want a bag of almonds?
A jar of almonds.
Nope. Let's put them in a
Oh.
jar. How much you willing to pay for a jar of almonds?
$10.
Now, almonds do use a lot of water, so they are expensive, but it's higher.
$13.
$12 for one jar of nuts. Thoughts?
But they're kind of pricey here. I think a bag of them here is like $8, but it's a big bag. It ain't no little bitty.
Uh-huh.
That looks like a pint jar to me. So,
Mm-hmm.
for $8, we get about 3 times that many.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But you might not see a Kardashian
okay.
at the Food Lion. You ever seen a celebrity at the Food Lion?
I'm probably the only celebrity that's been to the Food Line.
All right. Oh, get this man a spokesman deal with Food Lion.
Yeah. Been recognized there a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
How much are you
need
going to
reach
pay
out.
for a pound of bacon?
A pound of bacon. $4.50.
$4.50. Higher.
Well, I knew it'd probably be higher with this, but $9.
Higher.
Higher. $12.
That's it. $11.99 for that bacon.
Mm.
Just 6 pieces of bacon. If you're paying $12 for that bacon, what are you expecting from this bacon?
If I'm gonna pay that much for the bacon, it better go home, cut itself out the packet, put itself in the pan, cook it crispy, just like I like it, and get it out, and it still better be good.
And you want it to crawl in your mouth?
But yeah, if it was $20, it better crawl in my mouth, and they better not cook it all at one time. And then when I want some more, tell it to cook some more where they can put it in my mouth. Yeah.
All right. Self-frying bacon. That's a good idea,
Self-fried
actually.
bacon.
All right.
Yeah.
Eggs. Now, these are fancy eggs. How much are you willing to pay for a dozen eggs? Is that a dozen?
Yeah, it says 12.
I know you buy 18. Let's not get into that. But for 12 eggs, how much are you going to pay?
$3.50.
Higher.
$10.
Higher.
$15.
Higher.
Oh my God. $18.
$16 for a dozen eggs.
Hey, that's $1.12.5 an egg.
Whoa. Dad pulling out some algebra. What are you doing? Algebra?
I don't know, but that's pretty close.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Is that wild or what?
That's
It's a celebrity egg.
yeah, celebrity. I mean, if I was them, they just hire me to go buy the groceries for them and cook for them and do all that good stuff, and I'd save them a lot of money where they could really pay me for some of the stuff. And I'm just gonna stick to Food Line.
I hear that.
Well, Link, it was fun having all you Myrtle Beach here today with us, and we'll be back next week for another one. And don't forget to follow and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. And while you're at it, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. And if you got a question, comment, or story you'd like to share with me, email me at ratherbeshaggin53@AOL.com. And y'all have a great rest of your week. And I'm going to try some of those niche hobbies.
Woo woo! Love you, Dad.
Yeah. I'm going to get in the niche. Yeah.
Son of a
I love
niche. That's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Pre-order our kids' book, Spaghetti Head and Chicken Fingers, now at mythicalbooks.com.